Crunch. So you're going to need a cable machine. Now you can either use a rope attachment, a flat bar, or something like this, the V-bar, or two D-ring handles. Whatever feels most comfortable. So if you're worried about the grip and that's ruining the exercise for you, sort this out first from personal experience, and then the whole exercise becomes a lot easier. So the floor's not particularly nice in here to lean on and kneel on, so I'm going to use a nice cushion mat. I'm going to grab my weight, which I've selected is going to be a little bit lighter than usual, just to demonstrate. Now you want to be leaning ever so slightly forward from here. The arms are going to try and stay in this position now. Using a crunching technique, try to now just bring your torso down and round at the spine here. When you come back up, try to really extend it as hard as you can. So you try not to just go down and up. You want to really kind of bring that down as the knees and kind of reach the elbows. So breathe it out, breathe it in. Do the desired amount of reps. If you're feeling this again in the lower back, change position. So this is a weighted crunch or a weighted sit-up. It doesn't really resemble the full range as it would do traditional sit-up. But you want to grab a weight. So I'm going to use a plate with handles. You could use a dumbbell or pair of dumbbells if you felt comfortable with the grip. You could use a kettlebell. You could even use a barbell if it was quite light. So something that's 10, 15, up to maybe 20 kilos, for example. So this is 10 kilos. It's going to be nice and comfortable for me to demonstrate for you on camera. So, I've got a nice strong grip on it, resembling the start position similar to that of a crunch, except now my hands have got the weight as opposed to being on my temples or behind my head. So with a strong breath out, I'm going to try to reach up, and then nice and slowly lower down. So breath out, nice and slowly lower down. And again, similar to a sit-up or a crunch, if you struggle to work against the middle point, you could put a little bit of weight on your feet to help with that. And once you've done your desired reps, careful with the weight plate, down, rest, we'll move on to the next exercise if you're in a circuit. The next move is going to be a hanging knee raise. Progression from that is a hanging leg raise, so it's exactly as it sounds. First one is going to be just your knees raised whilst you're hanging. Second one is going to be the entire leg, so that's going to be the more advanced one. It's going to be if you're a little bit stronger in the core. Well, maybe it's the beginning part of the set, and then you regress it down to the hanging knee raises. So to do it, you'll need some bars high enough to hang from. So take yourself in the position, hanging position, shoulder blades are squeezed together to keep you stable. The knee raise, legs together, trying to bring the knees higher than the hip height. Breathing in as you come down, out, on the way up. So then to progress this to the leg raise, re-stabilize yourself, straight legs, up, nice and steady, up, nice and steady. Do the desired amount of reps, and then move on to the next exercise. Okay, so the next move for your core training is the plank. It's one that you might see a lot of. It might be an exercise that you can do for a very, very long time. Therefore, you might not be seeing the benefits of it anymore. It may be a move that you really struggle with. So, the benefit of it is it's a static contraction, which just means you are going to hold the muscles for the time that you're working with it. A lot of people forget to do this. If you can train this muscle to be held stronger, when you've got a bar on your back for a squat, when you've got a bar underneath you for a deadlift, or various other bits and pieces, because you're used to holding these muscles for a longer period of time, that is then going to carry over to those exercises as well. You better squat more, you better deadlift more, get stronger, burn more calories, build more muscle. So it's an ever so important move to build those up. First thing you're going to do is grab a mat. Then this is the low plank, so you get yourself ready in position. So my eyes, I'm going to look at my thumbs. I'm going to try to squeeze my quads for the whole exercise, my glutes and my core. So imagine if this was a bridge, that these are the middle support structures of that bridge that's been built. So when you're ready to go, you go up, thumbs looking forward. Now you're trying to create a line from the shoulders down to the hips. So if I now squeeze the quads, squeeze the glutes, pull the abs in, everything should start to be much more tucked in. Now you can do 30 seconds here, you can do a minute, and you can do these in between exercises. So sometimes I'll throw these in between bicep curls, as random as that. Work my arms, my rest period for my arms is to work my abs. And then if you start to feel the posture starting to go, or you see that happening in the lower back, it's time to let the move go. There's no point in holding on to bad form just to round it up to that extra minute, that extra 10 seconds. Let it go as soon as you feel it going wrong, and then get better next time. It's weighted Russian twist exercise. So I'm going to use a kettlebell. You could use a dumbbell, you could use a weight plate, as long as you can grip it comfortably. As long as the weight works as a tool and helps the exercise. If it's too heavy, it's going to hinder it. So the idea is you want to be leaning back to a point where your abs are holding up. So you're not going to be lying down here, and you're not going to be completely upright from here. So the abs are already holding up. Taking the weight, whichever way you're going to choose, keep it nice and close to the body. Rotate whilst maintaining that lean and that hold. Rotate all the way to the other side. That's rep 2, 3, 4. Trying to make sure you can get a full rotation. So if it's too heavy, you might see that you only get so far around, where you really want to try to get a full 180-degree turn on the core. So carrying on. Hit a high rep number and you're done.